Making exciting music is challenging, even if you have every tool available under the sun. But if you keep reusing the same drums, synths, hardware, and samples, eventually you'll tire of them. So where's the sweet spot here? Well, you need to curate as much as you create. Invest in your equipment and skills. Save up and get that hardware synth. Take that sound design course. Download some new samples. Experiment with the new plugin. But then, take a step back and distill it down to only the very best things that you really love using. Toss the stuff that doesn't inspire you. Sell the gear you aren't into. Don't feel obligated to use a particular technique. This is what will help you learn to bring a track together faster and develop a sound that's truly yours. You need to be deliberate in what goes into your creative toolbox and learn it inside and out. And of course, we'd be flattered if you chose to include some of ours. All right, how I make these things. Step 1 is you need a script. Step 2 is you need to record a voiceover. I did this one myself, or you could have somebody else do it if you don't like your voice. Step 3 is you have to block out your scenes, which I usually do in Adobe Premiere. So for each scene, I make an After Effects composition, and then you go to After Effects to actually work on them. All right, here's what that looks like. This is all composited together. Certain things I had to make, like the sun, which is kind of blown out, I had to make by hand. All these little plug-in compressory looking things, those are compositions that I just drew with squares and shapes in After Effects. The trickiest part of doing this is figuring out a compelling visual that's also within your skill set of things you can technically do. I'm really not a visual art person. I can barely draw. Somehow I got involved with this stuff just out of necessity because I was like, well, I have to be able to make visual assets for the things I do. So I just, like I always do, I kind of just rolled up my sleeves and figured it out. But anyway, once that's all done, then the final step is I put down some music, which is just like an ambient synth thing. And then I had to find sound effects that go with each of these visuals. So like the scanning around the scene with the synths and the brain. Synths, hardware, and samples. Eventually, that has its own sound effect. There's like some whoosh kind of things as the little ball moves around the screen. These can take a few days to do depending on how long they are. Just even for like a minute long video. So if you want to know why I haven't been posting as much the past week, now you know what I've been up to. And before anyone asks, yes, I can do this for you if you want to hire me, but bring your money. It's not cheap. It takes a lot of time. There's almost always some revisions that go back and forth between me and the client. It's easier when I'm making them for myself because I am the client. I can just say like, yeah, it looks good, let's run it. But when working with somebody else, they're going to have opinions on what they want and that kind of thing. So that's going to add to the amount of time and back and forth it takes to really get it right and make sure everybody's happy. So that's what it is. If you want to spend a week of my life having me make you these things, it does cost kind of a shiny dime. That's just the nature of the beast. So anyway, until next time.